Hello? Is this thing on? Oh! Hello, Tansei. Welcome to Usky Ridge Hunting Preserve. You're flying over the best 64 square kilometers of untamed wilderness in Alberta. Just look at the way the light is hitting the Rockies now. Beautiful, isn't it? And you're gonna love all this early snow on the ground. It lets you see all the sheep, wolves, and beavers from a kilometer away. But enough of me jabbering. Let's get you on the ground and put you to work, eh? This is Janine Armstrong speaking, by the way. I'm what you would call a land and resource officer around these parts. That means I look after the well-being of both the animals and the hunters. So if any of the council members bully you into doing something strange, you come straight to me, you hear? Let's see. A Mist Lodge, or Beaver Lodge, is right up the end of the path there. I suggest you get settled in as soon as you can. Kick up your feet, enjoy the fire, and pick any room you'd like. They're all empty anyway. Most folks wouldn't think of coming to Alberta when it's -10 out. They're even less likely to visit a place as remote as this one. But I promise you that you're going to enjoy some of the finest hunting around here. You'll get all the benefits of snow without any of the animals Here she is, a Mist Lodge. You'll be looking for a door on the second floor there, right after you climb the stairs. Beautiful, isn't she? I hope you can call this place your home soon enough. Now, take a quick look around. I've got something in this room just for you. Ta-da! It's a La Pellier Outrider just for you. Call it my little touch of Albertan hospitality. It's been collecting dust as an ornamental piece for ages anyway. All good? Then come downstairs and hang up your hat. I've got something important to show you. Council doesn't want me talking about this with outsiders, so you didn't hear from me. Let's just say there's a rumor somewhere about a ski resort being built in Usky Ridge. And I don't mean a cute lodge with a couple of chairlifts. I'm talking hotels, golf courses, retail space, RV parks, parking lots, highways, you name it. Condos for thousands of people. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. Here, let me show you what I mean. There's a lookout tower to the northwest of here that'll give you a good vantage point. It's normally used for fire watches, but it'll do just fine for what I have in mind. By the way, I'd appreciate if you don't repeat anything that I'm telling you. I'm already in hot water for being against this resort as it is. I need to leave the council matters to the council members. This resort is going to be wonderful for our community. Think of all the opportunities.
You're gonna getting yourself worked up, Janine. This resort will only be 1 square kilometer out of the 64.
Sure, maybe the resort itself will be small, but what about the 26 runs they have planned? And all of the noise from the construction and the chairlifts?
But okay, they're the ones with the masters in environmental conservation.
Sorry. I'm getting myself worked up over here. Don't mind me. Let me tell you a little bit about a ski ridge instead. That always puts me in a good mood. Let's see. You've got your grass and parkland in the south, and that's where you'll find a lot of beavers and birds. There's a lot of flat, open space there that makes for some easy hunting. Further north, we have a lot of dense woodlands where you'll find the moose, deer, and caribou. Caribou aren't all too common here, so you'll need to keep your eyes peeled to find them. And towards the west, you'll get the foothills rolling into the alpine region. There's mostly mountain goats and bighorn sheep there, but you'll find some mule deer hanging around too. Oh, and I can't forget the buffalo. They're one of the reasons I'm so hung up on a ski ridge. There used to be loads of them around, but ever since the settler days, well, you know your history. Buffaloes are still protected in the wild, but a lot of parks in Alberta are trying to reintroduce them. We even have a few herds of our own in the southern foothills. Try getting up close to one if you can. You'll see some small differences between them and the buffalo that you'll find south of the border. And Ski Ridge is one of the few places where you'll find a lot of the woods bison in Alberta, which is why it's really important that we... Sorry. There I go again. I'll be quiet now. Here we are. This is just one of the many fire watch towers we have all around the preserve. You can climb up any of them to take a good look at your surroundings. Go ahead, try it now. Take a look at the valley and the mountains in front of you. Everything that you can see is planned. I mean, rumored to be resort space. That's about half of the preserve as it is now. A ski ridge has been a big hunting site for, thousands of years at least. My ancestors were one of the first people to trade with the settlers on this river. We've been chased out of this area for a long time, and it's only been a decade since we've been able to reclaim the place as a hunting site. I would just hate to see all of that history go away again. So, this is what I'm thinking. You and I can work to drum up some interest to save the preserve. If we get enough people on board, then that will show the council that people really care about protecting this place. It will take a lot of work, though. A lot of sweat and elbow grease. Think you're up for it? Hold on. That's strange. Someone's calling the preserve hotline. Let me take this call and get back to you. Sorry about that. I just got a report about a tree damn near falling on someone's head. Caller said he didn't get a closer look at what caused it or why. Can you visit the cabin he was staying in and have a poke around for me? It's just me taking care of all 60 or so square kilometers of a ski ridge. I've tried to get the council to hire more hands, but they say money is tight. But hey, if we get enough hunters coming in to visit, maybe we'll raise enough money to afford an extra hand. So yeah, if you play your cards right, you might even get a job offer out of all of this. I think you'd have to be Métis or Cree though. You don't happen to have your status or Métis card on hand, do you? Speaking of Métis and Cree, I'm more than happy to give you a guided tour of a ski ridge. Not in person, I'm afraid, but I can give you directions to each site and a little blurb about each of our landmarks. It's one of the many things I do for visitors. Whenever we have them, I mean. This is just my personal opinion, but it's hard for me to see the benefit of a resort here. For starters, we're really remote. We're gonna have to spend a lot of money on infrastructure before construction even begins. And I know that the hunting preserve isn't exactly overflowing with people, but that's just because we've never done any kind of marketing for this place. When you think about it, we're getting a lot of return from visitors here with very little investment put in. As long as, it's all gotta be about the money. I mean, you've been here for a hot minute. What do you think? It's pretty here, right? Lots of flora and fauna. You don't wish that you were hitting the slopes right about now? Actually, never mind. Don't answer that. This is the spot where it all went down. Try taking a look at those trees for me, would you? I knew it! There's some serious beaver activity going on around this cabin. Fortunately, you're talking to a beaver expert. Go inside the cabin now, and you should see something that's wiry and metallic in one of those rooms. Yeah, there you go. See if you can also find a plastic tube and a metal cage somewhere in there too. Good work! Step outside when you're ready and I'll show you how they work. All right. You're gonna want to take that wire now and wrap it around the base of any big tree near the cabin. Get it tight, but not too tight. We want to leave some room for the tree to grow. The thing you just picked up is called beaver fencing. If you wrap the trunk of a tree with this stuff, then that'll deter any beavers looking around for building materials. Don't worry about any white spruce trees you see. Beavers aren't big fans of them anyway. Great job! There's one last thing I need you to do, and that's to check out the beaver dam to the east of the cabin. Something's not right about all this. I'm normally a fan of letting nature run its course, but if a tree comes down on a shack when someone's sleeping in it, then that person could be in trouble. Sometimes humans have to protect other humans too. We're lucky our caller managed to get out of the way when he did. Maybe you'll meet him if you stick around for long enough. I'm bit worried about beavers being found this far away from the dam, though. That thing must be getting pretty big. Then again, Wood Buffalo likes to brag that their beaver dam can be seen from space. I haven't been up there myself to check, though. To Wood Buffalo, I mean. Believe it or not, we've had problems before with beavers chewing through internet cables that ran under one of their dams. I couldn't even research a solution because, you know, the internet was down. You can't really relocate a beaver because other beavers in the area can smell that they're not a family member. I've tried before, and it wasn't pretty. Trapping them is usually the best way to go because you can get a nice pelt out of it. But hunting is cool too. Their tails are good medicine, and they're delicious too. Okay, it looks like you're in the right place, but that beaver dam seems a lot bigger than how I remember it. You still have that tubing from the cabin, yeah? I want you to snake it through the dam and install the metal caging on both ends. You'll see why in a minute. Just installed your first beaver deceiver. Well, your first in a ski ridge, at any rate. The pipe helps to equalize both sides of the dams so that nothing floods or backs up. The caging is there to prevent beavers from clogging up the tubes, because those little devils will block up any source of moving water that they can get their little paws on. Anyway, this looks fantastic. I can't thank you enough. I know you probably didn't plan on wading through beaver dams when you signed on, so I appreciate your go-getter attitude. Right. Let's get back to our main task of saving the preserve.
Hello? Janine, do you read me?
This is Janine. Who's calling?
This is Gabe Chatelain from the Ski Ridge Council. I don't believe we've met before, have we?
That's him. He's the one who's been pushing this ski resort and recommending his best friend's company for it. There's no doubt about it.
Janine, I think that last message was meant for a private frequency between you and our contractor.
Oh.
Anyway, Janine, forgive me for contacting you like this, but you weren't responding to our calls. I have to inform you that the government has approved the resort ahead of schedule, and we're looking to start construction as soon as possible.
Wait, what? What's going on? You said that we could present our case before the council voted on the resort.
I know this comes as a shock to you, and I'm sorry. The Alberta government has agreed to fund our resort in stages, meaning we can start construction earlier than we anticipated.
Before election season, you mean?
The earlier we get these jobs on the ground, the better it'll be for everyone. So why don't you have our contractor help you with some of the tasks piling up in the preserve?
Understood. We'll take it from here, Gabe.
Have a nice day, Janine.
Hello? Gabe? I think he's gone. Now let's get back to our main task, saving the preserve. I didn't want it to come to this, but there are some ways that we can stall the resort from being built. Here, let me point you in the right direction, and I'll explain along the way. looked it up on the internet, and there's a lot of things that could prevent a structure from being built. Some you'd expect, like endangered trees or animals being in the way. Others are a bit more unique. See if you can find any old teepee circles, wagon trail marks, raised areas that might be graves. Anything archaeological like that is good. A big dig site can hold up construction for years. I wasn't able to find any in the area, but maybe you'll have more luck than me. I don't mean that you should fabricate evidence, of course. Gabe knows how to spot fakes with both eyes closed. Oh, and obviously it's unethical to fake evidence. It's too bad that we're getting close to the end of the year. Otherwise, even nesting birds could put a damper on construction. And if it were a bit later in the year, then grizzly bear cubs would also be a valid reason to stop. The cubs themselves aren't dangerous, but you better believe that Mama Bear is when she's protecting her cubs. But even without these things, I'm sure that we can find plenty of other ways to stop construction. All we really need is a few months. That'll give us plenty of time to present a new proposal to the council, one that puts hunting and conservation first and not last.